So tell me, Jack, first tell me your last name.
Seeley, Seeley.
Okay. Tell me and hold that mic for me and tell me about what we see right here.
What you see right here is a actual scale model of the beds that we build, and these will come apart so that they can be made single beds. We don't make all bunk beds. And these are made out of the same materials that your house or apartment building are made out of, regular, common framing lumber. These are the two components that we make. We make a headboard, and the footboard is exactly the same. This is a side rail, has a cleat on the back of it for the slats to set on. This is a replica of what the delivered bed actually looks like. When we deliver and leave, it's ready for the kids to sleep in. It has the mattress, and it has the bedclothes, a pillow. It's ready to sleep in.
Let's look at the logo over here because this is the finished product in here. Sleep in heavenly peace.
And if you happen to notice, that H in the middle has two crossbars, and that represents a bunk bed. We are the only not-for-profit organization that gives away beds that can be made into a bunk bed. And this is very handy when you have multiple kids in very limited space. We can actually stack the beds up.
The design of the idea, where did it come from? When did we?
It all started in 2012 when a man that had kids in elementary school came home and said, "Dad, one of our classmates doesn't have a bed. Could you make him one?" And he posted on Facebook that he needed some help and some materials. They ended up building 11 beds, and there was a need for them immediately. They realized they were onto something, and this eventually evolved into 9 chapters around the northwestern United States.
And now it's much larger.
Pardon me?
Now it's much larger.
Oh yes, very much larger. My wife and I decided to start a chapter here in Beaumont in 2019. We're chapter number 132. There's now 280 chapters. We're in Canada and also the Bahamas and Bermuda.
And Jack, is it expected to grow?
I think the growth potential is unlimited. The best estimate is 2 to 3% of the population are kids between the ages of 3 and 17 that don't have a bed of their own to sleep in. Our goal is to try to provide those kids with beds.
Sleep in heavenly peace. The process begins right here. Tell me about how the process works.
Okay, we buy lumber, raw material, we put it up on these sawhorses and check it for defects, take out staples, take off labels, get it ready to hand it to the saws. And incidentally, each one of these black bags contains the bedclothes for a bed. It's labeled with the adult's name and the child's name, and it is bedclothes appropriate for the gender and the age.
Are there kids right here in Southeast Texas right now that need a bed, that don't have a bed?
Absolutely. The best estimates are, using the 2010 census, that there's approximately 8,000 kids in Jefferson County, Orange County, and Hardin counties that don't have a bed of their own.
How many kids? 8,000?
Yes.
So your process runs in a U?
In a horseshoe shape.
Yeah.
And we cut material, sand material, and process it in what we call stacks. There's 7 pieces, and that's enough to make a headboard. The side rails come down the center of the U shape, or horseshoe shape we call it, and that's where it's pre-drilled, and the cleat is put on the back to hold the end of the slats.
And so the result is this bunk bed that you can just give to kids.
Right, it's either a single bed or bunk beds. We dip them in vinegar for 20 seconds. It kills anything that could be harmful on it. It seals the pores, gives it a little color, and it's perfectly harmless. Then we take it out.
How many beds so far, Mr.
We've built right at 900 beds, and we've delivered 825, and tomorrow we're going to be delivering 33 more beds.
What do you think about folks like ServPro that help you make it happen?
Oh, that's what makes it all work. It's all volunteers. We have to raise the money locally. We have to get the lumber, bring it here, build the beds, then we have to deliver. We need delivery teams. It doesn't work to have people build beds in the morning and try to deliver in the afternoon in this oppressive heat.
Yeah.
Everybody's ready to go home at noon.
SHP, Sleep in
Heavenly
Heavenly
Peace.
How can people get involved with it? If you're a company and you think this is neat, how do you get involved?
You contact me either by phone or on email. My email is easy to remember. It's my name with a dot in between, jack.seeley, Seeley, at shpbeds.org. Or you can call me at 409-718-0036. We have had several what I call private builds. The Elks Club has built. The Rotary Club of Beaumont has built. The employees of the Port of Beaumont have built. And there's probably a couple other that I can't think of right at the moment.
And folks can find you right on Facebook as well, yeah?
Correct. Sleep in Heavenly Peace Beaumont. That's the social media that I use to communicate. And you'll find build days on there. Our next build day is July 17th. We build from 8:30 in the morning until noon. We have to raise $200 in resources for each bed that we give away. Roughly $150 of that has to be in cash because we have to buy the materials, of course, and we have to buy the mattresses. The other $50 is eaten up by overhead, which is building rent, insurance, computer programs, etc., that are all provided to us by headquarters. And then the bulk of that last $50 is the bed in a bag.
Yeah.
And you can actually order bed in a bag online and have them shipped directly to us.
Sleep in Heavenly
Heavenly
Peace,
Peace.
and you can find them right on Facebook as well.
Correct.
Thanks so much, Jack.
All
Thanks
right.
so much.
Thank you.